we're good to go. All right, here we go. You know, actually what I should do is I just hit go live. It's gone live. And then it asked me, do you want to end the stream? So is that a trick question or should I just end the stream?
I would toss
Might as well end it.
Might as well end this shit now. Shit. I don't know. We got so many people viewing right now that I'm sure it might piss a few folks off, I guess. A couple. Anyway, I don't know. I do know it's Tuesday night. It does sound like it's calmed down a little bit, but we just had the first round of some hellacious weather come through, which I love, but I'm surprised it didn't wait for the show to get start and then, you know, just cut my power and just really go to shit. But, you know, I guess I should be thankful for what I got and watch what I wish for, because sure enough, there'll be another round come through and it'll knock all this shit out. But, oh. So, it's Tuesday night, folks. It's show, well, hold on, I'll get into that here in just a second. But it is Tuesday night. Y'all did come here for one damn reason and one damn reason only. Maybe 1.5 reasons. But the main one, smoothest transition anywhere in this world. I don't care who does it. They're no smoother than me. So here we go. What's going on, folks? It is the True Damn Liars Show. I mean, we're the pack of biggest liars there are in the game, and we're all here on one screen for y'all. But happy Tuesday to everybody out there. It is show number 366. Holy shit, these things are piling up. I'm getting close. I'm getting a close. When the Dukes of Hazzard show gets beat out, all hell's going to break loose. So there you go, folks. But look, we've got a full panel here today. Stefan got his job back, so he's back here now. Mike got sick of touring Florida, and I'll just be point blank honest with y'all. Mike had to get out of Florida last night quick when they raided some certain person's house, and he lives next door, so Mike had to leave too. So we'll just leave it at that. But anyway, let's get these fine buffets started up. Take it away, Mark.
What is going on? We got the Geek Vape Ages Touch with the Sakers and Strawberry, the 1. We got Pod 1, Disposable 2, Disposable 3, Pod 4, and Pod 5.
Holy
There we go.
shit.
We got some naked something in there, watermelon. And then the rest of them are just filled up with whatever comes from China. That's it. Take it away, Mr. Stefan.
I don't even want to follow that.
You shouldn't.
Fucking. You want to talk about the disposables? Your buffets are disposable.
I am the king. Thank you.
Speaking of disposables, there's a non-disposable pod device I've been using for work. I really like this thing, the Vapor one. I don't know what it's called. In there, I've got some juice. I've also got the new Smock bag 18 with the T.T.V whatever on there.
Look at this son of a bitch. He's a damn reviewer now.
I know. I'm about to do a full breakdown. I got custard and biscuits in there. And then I got some new. The Eclipse Dual on the Boxer 18650 in there. I've got some Venus fresh bottle. That's all I've got. Take it away, the actual creator of the Eclipse Dual, Mr. Mike Vapes.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes, Eclipse Dual on the Boxer 21700. We got some Joe Mother Effin Turner Raspberry Custard. Lux X Vape Wrestle thing with some Decked inside there. And what's the name of this thing? I'm not vaping, I just wanted to show it.
Oh, that's that new geek
Vape
one,
thingy.
isn't it?
I was vaping it earlier today, using it. This thing is it's a weird shaped mod.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mark? Think it's a little weird shaped?
No, it's
Yeah? Oh, it seems weird.
Sure got a massive screen on it, though.
hell yeah.
It does. That Mark loves this fucking
I love
mod.
that.
You can see that sucker from
See everything.
across the room.
Yep. And also vaping on the new Caliburn A2S, maybe something like that. Inside here, I got a Patches Clown candy thingy, whatever it's called. No, Wild Berry. My bad. Wild Berry. That's it. ST, what are you doing?
All right. So, okay.
I'm also vaping on this. I won't show. Fuck.
Holy shit. I can't see what the hell that is.
I won't show. Fuck it.
All right. So I'm going to start this off. First off, I will say this. You know, when I give my seal of approval, the shops are just going to fill up with folks trying to get this. So I did get the Caliburn A2S. And I got to say, out of all the Caliburns, this one's the best one right here. I'm shocked.
You probably doing a review on it, right?
Oh, I got paid big bucks. This is the best thing since peanut butter and jelly. It is actually damn good. I really am liking this one. But you know what? We'll talk about it, but I got to show it in the buffet. The vape shops are around here, dude. You know how we've been talking doom and gloom on YouTube? The vape shop I went into, you never would have suspected doom and gloom, but I did pick up another bottle of Naked. I hadn't had this shit in a good while, some 12 milligram. That went, for the purpose of that pod right there. Boxer side by side, and the intake MTL from Mr. Mike Vapes, and of course, Big Boy Boxer with the Sakers tank, and I'm still vaping that icing on the flake strawberry. It's almost gone, so I'll be breaking into another bottle. But let's talk about that just real quick. Of course, I'm probably the only one that can talk about. Well, I don't know. Stefan was in one not too long ago. What was you going to say, Mark?
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to, before I forget, it's Robert Skrelly's birthday. He's 72 today.
Oh, happy birthday, Skrelly.
Happy birthday, Skrelly. I believe I told him happy birthday on Facebook earlier today, but happy birthday to you, sir. I see you in chat there.
Doesn't look 72 at all, but congrats.
Damn, that's a little rough right there. But
No.
So I knew this pod system was coming, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of burned out on using, because I got like 1,000 bottles of this Patches right here, and it's the same flavor. And I love this flavor forever, but my palate needed a little bit of change. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop at the vape shop on Saturday that's close to me that I used to go to years ago. I walked in there, so I had two missions. My first mission was to find some 12 milligram juice that didn't have Nick salt in it. It was just a straight 12 mgs, so I could get my MG ass out of there. Look at this sucker right here. Hold on one second. Thank you for the donation there, Mr. Living Hints. Dropping that California money. He said, you well and I do well and fine. Good to see everyone. Good to see you too, sir. I like those new little look thing with the stars and all that shit. But anyway, walked in there. My second mission was, because we talked about this, I think, a few weeks ago, I wanted to see how many disposables were going to be sitting in this shop. And to my surprise and shock, do you realize, now this place has wall-to-wall cabinets and shelves, and that's stocked to the hilt. I mean, tons of product. All this product was up to date too. It wasn't old shit that was sitting there collecting dust. All the latest and greatest. You realize there was just a partial cabinet with disposables, and everything else was normal shit you would vape on? I was freaking shocked. I was like, I just know for a fact I'm going to walk in there and it's going to be 3/4 of the store disposable and just a little tiny section of maybe some like smoke mods or some shit. But dude, it was like, I think prompts.
You see the most disposables at a tobacco store. That's where I see the most of them at. Like there's a fucking wall of them.
But two, disposables are popular, regardless of people on YouTube and our community. It's not something we just like love and show off. But again, we're a small percentage of this world. The people that are actually vaping doing the shit are people that probably don't even look at YouTube and know nothing about any of this shit. They know what's at the vape shops. But it would seem like a lot of these folks, the trend is getting to where a lot of people are doing disposables. So I figured that the shops would accommodate to the people coming in and saying, yeah, we got every disposable imaginable. I mean, shit, we watch Mark Fagan every fucking week, so we get all of the clues on all the good disposables. So.
Because I know there's going to be a reviewer that put the name on a disposable. I can feel it coming.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened already. Mike's doing it.
I already got one coming out next week. And I don't vape disposables.
I mean, there's only one person that it surprises me that they haven't put their name on a disposable yet. Could you imagine how hot a bulk disposable would sell?
Yep.
Oh my God. It would. I am a little shocked though, because now there's obviously probably a lot more people that do.
I'm not shocked.
There's a lot of people that do disposables on YouTube that probably review and all that. I just don't follow them. I don't know who they are. They could be putting out a video every single day. I just don't know who they are. I don't care to know who they are. But I am subscribed to Mark, and every time I see a video kick out from Mark, there's either a disposable in the title, or I can see his thumbnail with the disposable hanging out of his mouth or something like that. So, and I just know Mark, and I talk to Mark pretty regularly, so I know when he gets in a lot of disposables. So
This
You know
was
what
like
it is, the vape?
that was like a breath of fresh
a breath
air.
of fresh air. There you go.
Yeah, there you
When
go.
this thing came in the mail, I'm like, holy
You
shit.
even know how to use it?
Yes.
Okay.
Took me a while.
Yeah, I thought maybe you tried. You thought it was a disposable device, maybe. But
I did it first. I threw the first one out, but the second one,
Oh shit.
ST, what I was gonna say is, it doesn't surprise me because the vape shop, depending on who owns the vape shop, too, you have the people that open vape shops that have no clue about anything about vapes, that just jumped into the trend.
Yeah.
Then you have the people that know, that are passionate about vapes, that opened up vape shops. So the vape shop that you went to is probably somebody who has knowledge
Oh yeah, he does.
on vapes and has a clientele of people that don't do disposables. Now, when it comes to disposables, in my opinion, I think it's for two different types of people, vape disposables. Number one is the younger crowd.
Definitely that.
The vape shop isn't going to cater to the younger crowd. And obviously a vape shop doesn't cater to lazy people. And no offense to the people that vape disposables, but it's true in a way. They're lazy. There's
Well-
the people that are lazy and they don't want to. Perfect example is the two of you.
Well,
You both are lazy vapors.
well, I don't vape.
You don't want to. You don't want to build an RTA, right?
no, I want to do a sub-ohm tank where I can throw a coil in it.
Right. So those I consider that being the lazy vape.
Yes.
You know, and I don't mean it when I say lazy as you're lazy, you don't want to work, whatever. Just a term in the vaping scene. But anyway, that's who disposables are for. The vape shop obviously doesn't want that customer. They want the person that's going to be more of the hobbyist. They want to sell their liquids. They want to sell their sub-ohm tanks. They want to sell some rebuildables, mods, coils, and so forth. They don't want to sell,
Yeah.
but they'll have disposables a small amount because obviously you don't want a customer to come in and leave empty-handed if they do want a disposable.
Well, again, I was very shocked to see what was in there because, first of all, I walked in there. It was a younger kid working. So right off the bat, I hadn't been in this place in forever, and I was on a mission. I knew exactly what I wanted. So I walked in there, and there was nobody else in there. It was like before, I guess, the crowds had rolled in. First thing I said, look, I just need to get some 12 milligram juice, kind of looking more for just a strawberry flavor, and non-nic salt. I just want 12 milligram juice. He's like, well, I could do this. And I said, do you still carry naked? He said, yeah, I've got this over here. So I started looking around, and then I found this one that's kind of like a strawberry mix with a little bit of other stuff in it. I've had it
Isn't
before.
that a nic salt?
No. This is straight 12 mg right here. So, damn, you just about threw me off on that one. Oh no. So, this is where the worrisome part comes to me, because I'm afraid that he's going to start going down a path talking about all kind of stuff, and I'm going to know that he knows that he has no business trying to tell me this shit, because I already know what's going on. You don't. You know how it is, like you go to buy a car, you know everything about this car, but you got a used car salesman trying to tell you that it has this and that, and you're like, no, it doesn't. I know what this car has. So I didn't want that, type salesperson coming at me. But he was real cool. He answered questions quick. He found stuff I needed quick. And then even after I purchased, then a few people walked in. I said, man, if you don't mind, I'm going to walk around, just look in here. And it's, so he said, yeah, go ahead. So I'm looking through all the cabinets and everything, devices, pod systems like Caliburns, all that kind of stuff. Everything is up to date, looks good in there. And I'm like, dude, I'm pretty proud of this store right here. I mean, they've always done good in the past, and it's like they hadn't thrown their hands up to say, hey, this shit's going down the tubes or whatever. They're doing good in there. And again, there wasn't a lot of bullshit going on, like with it being 3/4 disposable and just a tiny minute section of it being like a few sub-ohm tanks and some old smoke mods or some shit.
Is that the one you used to always go to by your house?
Yes. So I was very, very pleased to see that in there. And the guy that owns quite a few of them in this area. And he's been in the business even years before I got started vaping. And I'm into vaping now, 9-10 years now. So he's been doing it. He knows the business. So...
See?
He definitely knows.
He's not one of those that just opened up. No. He's been around from the beginning.
I need to take a picture of it, use it for one of my thumbnails. There is a shop that literally opened around the corner from me at a grocery store. And it looks like they had a bunch of kids make the sign up and hang up like a poster board up on top of the building. And it looks like it's about as generic as a vape shop could be. And I'd really like to go in there and just kind of maybe have my GoPro going where you couldn't see it and just like really get into some shit in there. But I just don't know if I have the patience or anything else to go do something like that. Maybe I need to go do that. Mm-hmm. You know what, Mark? If you were looking for something to do, that would be a good venture for you. You've got to have enough shops that you could go to, and you got enough camera gear to go in there. You've got the knowledge about this. Go in there and see how many people and how many shops are going to steer you in the wrong direction and give you the wrong information.
That would be fun video, actually.
You could do some candid camera on these folks, and then when you post the videos, what would even really be funny is that if they typically really didn't know who you were, well, there's a good chance that they don't know who you were. But sometimes these shops play vape reviewers up on their big screen in their shops. Would it not be hilarious if they put Fagan videos on and he had did one calling all these places out?
I'm going to write this down, and I'm going to use this idea because that's a great idea.
I want some of the money from when you start making money off of this deal. So
you could go and look and see like the prices that people are charging. You obviously have to be worried like about people's privacy. You'll have to blur faces and shit.
Oh, I ain't doing none of that. Fuck that.
You've got to.
Mark don't care about that. And then
the likelihood of them finding my channel and seeing them on my channel.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that would probably never happen. But boy, that would make for some good content right there. Mm-hmm. Omar wants me to tell Mark there is a donation you did not read from me yesterday, so you need to pull up your show yesterday, go through your donations, and find out which one.
I did read that one. When you left that comment saying you missed a donation, I went up and I read it. You missed me reading it. I think you made 3 donations yesterday, Omar.
Oh, and now Omar's kind of calling you out. He says, I don't think Mark is capable of doing that. Do you?
Whoa!
Do you think that Mark doesn't have that? I don't know what you'd call it. Is he not stealthy enough to go in and pull something like that off? I don't know.
I got to figure out how to mount like a GoPro without them seeing the lens.
Just duct tape a whole bunch of cameras all over your body.
There you go.
No, you're going to go inside the place and you're going to say that you're doing a documentary on vaping.
There you go.
You're thinking about quitting smoking, so you're documenting vaping.
Yes.
There we go. That'd be perfect.
And
So then you're gonna ask them questions and see what they steer you to. See what experience. See if they're giving you good information or bad information.
Can I use that 50 milligrams of Nick salt in that sub-ohm tank?
dude,
Yes, stuff like that.
I mean, dude, that's gold right there. I just thought of that off the top of my head. That is gold right there, son. You should do it.
I'm doing it.
To go walk in and say, I'm brand new. I'm thinking about getting started. Oh, that's a cool looking mod, and point to the mech mod they have and see if they give it to you.
Yes.
Like this one? Okay.
There you go. All right, so I'm
The
counting
fucked up
on.
part is you'll be in a vape shop and they have no clue who you are. Customers come in. Oh shit, it's Vaping Fagin.
Hell
You here to buy
yeah.
disposables? You sell out.
Hell yeah. Oh shit.
That'd be funny as shit. You get that on camera too. That'd be more funny.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you want videos with views, those would be some ones that get some damn good views right there.
Yeah, most definitely.
But all right, so if you read the title of this show, trying to scam a scammer. So we all have them hit. I had another one hit me, and I thought, well, I've been doing this. I've been having fun with them. I don't just delete it and move on. I play into it because I want to see how far down the rabbit hole I can get these folks to go. So I did a few screenshots. We're going to take a look at this stuff. So I got hit with an email the other day, and let's go ahead and bring this up. I got nice presentations for y'all today. So here we go. This was the email that I received the other day. Here we go. As you can see, the name is Igor Bronk. I guess that's how you would pronounce it since he's supposedly Swiss. He says, "Hi, I'm Igor from Swiss. I hope this is your email is still valid. Please confirm it. I have something to share with you."
I hate that.
Let me come back to us. So I see this, and I know right off the bat, this is bullshit stuff. I know what it is. So all I do is I put a question mark in the reply email just to see if he's going to come back to me. And I'll be damned, he came back. So here we go, folks. Now, this is going to be a little bit long, but here we go. Here is the email I received back. And let me put my cheaters on, even though y'all can read along with me if you like. But he says, "Hello, how are you doing today? Hope you are fine and safe." And he puts question mark. Then he says, "Please do not feel disturbed for contacting you. I am sending you this private email to make a passionate appeal to you for assistance. I took this decision to contact you because of my critical health condition. I am a cancer patient. I am married to the late engineer Olga Bronk." And let's have a moment of silence for Olga, because she's apparently dead. But anyway, she was an engineer who was a crude oil merchant and a government general contractor. I did look that name up, could not find anything on it. She died on the 30th of March, 2020 from coronavirus disease. Before she died, we were married for many years without a child. When my late wife was alive, she deposited the sum of 5.8 million euros in a bank. Now, why she would do that and not leave it to him, I have no idea. Presently, this money is still in the bank. The issue that made me contact you now is that my doctor told me that I don't have much time to live because of my cancer problem. Having known my condition, I decided to hand over my late wife's investment fund to you to take care of the less privileged and the majority on coronavirus victims. Now, here we go. I will direct you more on how to use the money when you get back to me, but meanwhile, You will be entitled to 30% of the funds as your remuneration and compensation for the task if you agree to handle it. And this is the last part of it. Let me know if you can handle it. For more details, I want your maximum cooperation as a confidant. Yours sincerely, Mr. Igor.
I love when the scammers or whoever email you because their like wording is all fucked up.
It does. I've literally just got a headache right now trying to read that shit. But
By the way, it's not Igor, it's Igor.
Igor. I like to just kind of throw it around however. So
One of my favorite names.
So what I haven't showed you is the few little responses that I've done because I'm like, shit, it's too much going back and forth. So what I did after I received that email, I hit that person back and I said, sure thing. I want to help out. Let me know what I need to do. Because I'm hoping that he's going to come back with the second part of how I'm going to get this 5.8 million euros from a bank account that supposedly he should have full access to.
Right.
And out of how many people are in this world? What? 300-400? How many people do we guess that is in this world?
I think there's more than 300 or 400. I don't know.
No. I was about to say either billion, million. I don't know how many people are in the goddamn world.
There's like 6 trillion in there or something like that.
All right, we'll go with 6 trillion. Out of 6 trillion people, you picked me to be the person to handle your business, which I do feel gracious. I can't believe that I'm the one that you picked. But anyway.
I believe it. He probably watches the show.
Yep.
So let me do this right here for y'all. I don't feel as though I'm worthy of handling this task. So I'm going to do this for y'all right here. Here we go, folks. If you look on the screen, this is the second email address you can contact him at that I have got from him. Take this one down. Contact Igor and tell him that you would like to help. You want part of that money. If you can't get through on this email address, this is the other email address that he's at right here.
Is that a phone number by chance? I could text him.
I believe it's giving me the option to call, but I'm not calling off my phone because I'm not giving him any of that kind of shit. So there you go, folks. If you need to go back and check out these email addresses, go check it out. If you want to contact him, oops, wrong screen. I think what y'all should do is y'all should get in touch with this man. I'm not worthy of handling that. I just don't.
That's an old scam, too. That's like the older ones. I'm so shocked they're still doing those.
Well, here's what's funny. After I emailed him back and told him, sure, what do I need to do? I'm like real serious about it. He copy and paste the same damn long ass email and sends it back to me again. So my other email back to him was, you made a mistake and copy and pasted the wrong answer. You need to do the other answer. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it because I was going to try to keep a thing going back and forth. But after realizing when he copy and pasted this answer, and obviously it's not somebody sitting there just waiting for me to hit him back, I was really going to go into detail, like in this long drawn out email going, you know, I've got to break something to you. When I was hitting your old lady from behind and she was on her deathbed about to die, we really put that money aside somewhere. And the doctor that's saying that you're about to die, you know, we were also doing threesomes and shit like that. You know, just getting real hardcore with it. But then I thought, I'll never get a serious answer from this dude. So I just never bothered to go in full cocked on it. So
Funny if he called you up.
I'd love it. I love it.
Wait a minute, so that's it?
That's it. I mean,
oh man, you should have got more info. You should have tried to say, okay, how do we proceed?
well, I have, but I haven't got a response back yet. I'm waiting on the response from where I said, hey, you copy and pasted the wrong answer. I need the correct one. You know what? I'll check right now and see if he's, he, she, whatever it is, robot, if it's checked anything. Let's see here.
Happy Hippie says that Igor is DC.
It could be. I still don't have a response back yet. It might require next week's show that I have a little bit more information for y'all on this particular situation.
I'm surprised we don't got Igor in chat yet.
I wish Igor was in chat, and he will be here sooner or later. And let me do this because y'all know I was just tied up with this. Everybody stop what you're doing. Marvin Norton, I don't know how long he's been here, but he is here. And if I don't give Marvin Norton a shout out, I get more emails from him talking shit against me than what Igor could ever freaking do. So everybody say happy birthday to Marvin Norton, the oldest. Why do we say Norton? The oldest piece of shit in vaping there is, Marvin.
Marvin Norton. Congratulations, Marvin Norton.
I feel like I could have possibly been drinking tonight. I'm getting a little slurred and shit, so I don't know.
Have a
But
drink on me.
there you go. So I do on a regular get all kind of little scammy type emails, and normally I just delete them. I get my good laugh reading them, and then I'll delete them. But this one was so long, and this guy looked like he took a little effort into preparing it. I said, I got to share this with folks. They would love to see this right here. So
I'm knee deep in a response right now.
oh, here we go.
I know
The heading so far is
there's a bunch of people
Dear
on YouTube
Igor.
that do it, but there's a channel where this one dude actually goes through with all these scams, and he actually gives them like his info, and he'll call
Lord.
some of the guys will be like, "Oh, give me your IP address," so they can go on his computer and do shit. And he goes through all of it. He records all of it. It's pretty funny. But his videos are like 3 hours long.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a little too long for me.
so far I've got the subject is amazing opportunity for you, my dear friend. It says, Igor, my personal confidant. I am currently typing you via private Skyping FaceTime message in a time of dire crisis. My late sister / wife has recently passed from monkeypox. My wife was Jamie Bonds. She was a secret agent from your country of residence. She was able to secure $15 billion from her years of service. That's where I'm at so far.
Wait, so you're gonna email Igor with that?
Hell yeah. I would hope, even if it's just something stupid that you write in a sentence, I need everybody to email one of those addresses that I showed up on the screen. Just do it for the hell of it and see what kind of responses. Because I'm almost certain everybody that emails them, you're going to get the same copy and pasted email that I received. You could receive it multiple times. So I don't know. That shit's funny as hell to me, but
Wouldn't you like to be?
this is the thing. I've started looking at, well, not that I've started looking. It's become a popular thing on a lot of different platforms and YouTube now and there's people even making videos about it. Normally with the larger, I don't want to say reviewer, the larger YouTubers that get quite a few comments off of a video, they're using the same name as the channel saying, hey, contact me on Instagram, you want a prize or some shit like that. They're doing it to all these communities. And the thing is, if you left 800 comments, there's another 800 in answers. Every single one of the comments has that same copy and pasted thing that you won something on Instagram. And it's the channel owner that's the one that's supposedly commenting to you.
I had it happen to me, I think, a month or two ago. I woke up in the morning, people were emailing me.
That's right, you did. I forgot. Yeah.
They're emailing, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I noticed, every other YouTuber is having it done.
The funny thing is, and I don't want to say it's funny, there's I'm assuming it's a lot older people that might not quite be there with all the stuff that goes on social media. They make a comment. This comment goes through to say, hey, you just won something off of our channel. You need to contact us. And then there's an answer from that person again going, hey, I'm trying to contact you on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. I can't get through. What did I win? And I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God.
You don't know, there's lots of stupid people in this world.
Well,
It's-
the thing is,
And
I
people
noticed-
know it, and people take advantage of these people.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like the email you got, 5.8 million euros.
Yeah.
There's actually a person out there that believes this shit.
oh yeah,
And all they
definitely.
need is that one person to believe it.
it's not necessarily all stupid people, but I'm pretty sure a ton of old people they target.
That's
Like my mom, old as hell, she believes all this shit when she gets these emails. Like, oh my god, I won a sweepstakes. I'm like, no, you didn't win shit.
and that's what I was getting at. An older crowd that might not be equipped to think, oh, there's nobody that could do this. Has got to be the real deal going on, and it sucks because they
Same
do
people
fall
that
for
believe
it.
everything they hear on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get all my news off Facebook. I can't say nothing, but anyway.
Yeah,
But-
I think a majority of the people they target are old people.
Well, yeah, because think about it, like my grandparents, they have like full blown dementia now. Like they're still living at home, but like they can't use a computer or anything because when they did, they would just like fall for all of those scams because they didn't know what was going on, And so if you send out that email to 10,000 people, maybe one or two is some person that's old, past the hill, doesn't know what the fuck's going on, gets an email and just sees, oh my God, I'm related to a Nigerian prince that's worth $8 million. This is amazing. And they,
Yeah.
Oh, all you need is my credit card and social security number? Absolutely. We're fucking family.
I don't care if they're old. They're fucking dumb if they fall for that shit. That's all I'm saying.
It's crazy, man. But I would love to see what kind of money some of these scammers have added up to that have pulled this shit off successfully. I mean, some of them it's working for because they're still out there working hard on it. And dude, I don't know what the hell happened, but it happened about the time that the big C hit the world. My phone lights up more times a day now saying spam risk across the screen than it ever has in its lifetime. And every time a number comes through that says spam risk, as soon as it goes off, I hop in there, hit block caller. I probably got 1,000 numbers blocked for spam shit now.
I've blocked so many that the shit has slowed down on my phone. I don't get them much anymore. I
there
think
been-
I've blocked every number they had. Go ahead, Mark.
Or have there been any scams that you've clicked on, like just?
Yes.
And for like 5 seconds, and you're like, oh wait, that's a scam.
Dude, they almost got me with fucking PayPal.
They got me with Netflix one time, and what is the other one? AT&T.
No,
They sent me,
Oh,
they
go
sent me a
ahead, go
text message from PayPal saying like your account has been suspended due to an authorized purchase of like $1,200 or some shit. So I thought somebody had gotten in my PayPal, and I clicked the link, and then realized the fucking website had nothing to do with PayPal, the email address. So I backed out, and sure enough, I got that. And then the next day, one of my coworkers was like, "Oh shit, somebody hacked my PayPal," and was about to click the link, and I was like, "Don't fucking click it."
You remember the one that I sent to y'all in our little group? The one with, I got a thing and it looked as official as it could get. It was from DHL. They said they were holding a package for me and said they needed $1. It required $1 for them to go ahead and deliver it. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, I get packages from DHL. Maybe they did something weird this time. And I was like, no, I'm going to hold off. They can keep that son of a bitch. I ain't paying them shit. And then come to find out it was nothing but a big, huge scam where as soon as you give that credit card information, bam, you're screwed.
Yeah, what I do is if I get any kind of, I get those messages too. Amazon,
Yep.
the Amazon ones, I get them. All I do is just go into the app, go into my either bank account or the Amazon account and look and see. If there is a problem, it will show up in there.
I was getting one for the longest, and I think it was an Amazon one. This one was repeated. It kept saying that I had won a pair of AirPods, and all I had to do was contact and pay like the couple of dollars for shipping, and they'd be on the way. And I'm like, hell no. son.
The newest one I got was today from, I don't know, well, it's new for me, but the Amazon one where they say there's fraudulent activity going on in your account. They actually give the IP address.
Yes.
We've put your account on hold until you verify that this is you, and then click the link. But yeah, that's the newest one.
Dude, I just
All you
had.
gotta do is just go on your Amazon. You'll see it right there if there's a problem.
Oh, please tell me I didn't delete this one. I just got one of those the other day. Oh, and there's some reason why I kept it.
But people must be falling for all these scams because they're still going and going and going. So
They
apparently
have to. One of my accounts that I just happen to have that they're lucky because everybody else has probably got it, but it wasn't an Amazon one. But one came through. Oh, I remember what this was. This is what kind of messed me up on it too. It came through. It knew what bank I was using. And it says, hey, somebody has gained access into your account. You need to click this link. And I was like, bullshit.
They take chances. Sometimes they'll get lucky and say the bank account you have.
And that's exactly what they did.
I get ones for your Citibank account. Meanwhile, I'm like, okay, I don't even got a Citibank account. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
I'll tell you, the one that almost got me was when I was in college, and I was on a website that had adult entertainment
here we
things
go
on it, and it brought up a pop-up where your whole
Talking about
screen went
Pornhub?
blank. It was not that one. It was a different one. But your whole screen on your phone went white, and it came up with a dialogue box that said like, "This is the FBI. Access to illegal content."
Oh man!
And bro, I'm fucking mid-stroke. Like, wait, what? I'm going to prison. It's like, it wouldn't let me X out or nothing. Like, I literally fucking that was back when I think the battery was removable. I took the fucking back of the phone off, took the battery out.
Shit.
Fucking, oh, dude.
That's nuts. Michael Blim, look at this bitch coming through real quick. Thank you for the donation there, sir. It's nice for you to show up. He says, hello, ST Mike Stefan, and gives Fagan the middle finger.
Oh, I texted you last week and you didn't even respond to me, and you have the nerve to give me the middle finger.
Wow, Michael, what's up with that shit, man?
And I seen that you texted me a little while ago, and I didn't reply to it. I want you to see how it feels, not getting a reply.
Well, we've talked about this quite a bit. Folks had literally nothing to do except sit in front of their computers or TVs probably for the past couple of years with the shutdowns and all this kind of crap. And the scams went off the hook. Dude, we would sit in Zoom rooms privately and just compare shit of like who got what and who got this and that. And they were working hard out there. And if we were getting a bunch of it, I mean, the rest of this world was getting hammered with it. So I am kind of curious for those people that were sitting there thinking, oh, wow, this dude wants to give me I just want an iPad. And all I got to do is pay $1?
There's a text message that I get on my Google number, the one I do all the prank calls on, and it's from a apparent cartel guy from Mexico saying that he knows my family, he knows like everything about my family. He even sends photos of bodies that have been decapitated and say he's going to do this to my family if I don't pay him and it's a small amount, like, well, small for a spam, but like $2,000 or $3,000. And he even leaves his phone number and said, call me if you want to talk about this. And if I don't hear back, I'm going to, do what I need to do. I'm like, holy shit.
Mark sitting down in the basement on the phone with dude, how do I PayPal you so I can get you off my ass?
Sorry, man. The first time I seen that, I freaked out a little bit, and I did Google it. And I'm like, oh, this is a spam. Okay.
Mark actually answered him back. All right, I want to get rid of my cousin Larry. How do I ain't paying you.
I got the folks lined up. I won't go on.
Can I pick who you kill first?
Wait, hold on. You're telling me you'll kill my family and I don't have to pay you for it? What a deal.
Oh, shit, man. They're working hard, man. But again, with the way technology is now, it's kind of amazing when you see somebody without a smartphone. I know there's still a lot of people out there that still refuse to use them or do anything with them, but everybody's got one, and I think that's how most of these people are getting drawn into it, because they're sitting here looking at their phones all the time, and the scams are running left and right through emails, weird text you might get, whatever the case might be.
Mark, did you just run to put deodorant on?
No, I smell, there's like a funkiness coming somewhere. I don't know if it was me or just...
Is it your
Mark
feet?
was like this.
No, it smells like a sour...
Oh, my God.
I thought maybe Haley farted, but she's not even down here.
Does it smell like you got some Cheeto feet again?
It kind of smells like sour Cheeto feet.
Oh, God damn. Well, look, before I forget about this, because we've been going here a little bit, let's get a brief rundown of what happened over the weekend. You had the big Fagin blowout with all the big celebrities there. I want to hear about it, brother.
There ain't nothing to talk about because there wasn't. It was the most pathetic block party I ever seen. It wasn't even a party. It was like every 5 houses had like a little tent out front, and they were just hanging out. No, nothing.
So
Why didn't they just do it in their backyards?
Exactly. I don't understand the point of this block party. It wasn't even a block party.
So it was perfect for you because if it was every 5 houses, that means you didn't have to communicate with anybody.
I didn't actually talk to none of the neighbors. I didn't meet anyone new from my block. Nothing. And it was so sad because we spent like money on food and all kinds of shit and never even used it.
Oh my God.
Everyone came there. They were like, all right, block party. And then when they got there, like, what the fuck is this? A block party? It was pretty sad.
That's what it boiled down. Yeah, Brent's got a good question because I was kind of curious looking too from time to time. No live stream at all?
Dude, I was in such a bad mood because it was so hot and then it rained and then it got even hotter. I was just soaking wet. I was irritated. I was crabby. I wasn't even, Hippie came, an Angel, he brought his wife. I didn't even really talk to them at all. They kind of sat there. I just like, ugh.
Wow. You mean to tell me you had people over here and you just ignored them?
I didn't really, I didn't ignore them, but I could have been a little bit more sociable. But I was just, it was a horrible day.
If Hippie would have hit me up and Angel, they should have known this already as much as we talked about this, how you're probably one of the worst entertainers when it comes to like a house party.
I was looking forward to this. I had everything set up. It was going to be a good day.
Well, you still had the people there that really mattered. The people in your neighborhood don't mean shit. You weren't going to hang out with them if the people next door were partying with your ass.
It was just,
it was meant for Gomez and Hippie. That's who, and Angela's birthday, obviously, but... Wow.
Angela had a lot of fun, though. Like, she stood out there and drank till like 11 p.m. with her friends.
Was she like crawling into the house, kind of like?
She was pretty drunk.
Damn, okay.
I went in early as hell, and then I took a shower, and it's funny enough, I went on Zoom.
I was fixing to say, Mark was in by 7. The sun was still up, showered, sitting in Zoom in the basement.
Yep. And I felt perfect. And every house gave $40. Not every house, but every house that wanted to participate in this block party gave $40, and I don't understand what the $40 went to.
All right, here's my question, because I was going to try to ask this in the chat yesterday, but I didn't think it would get answered, so I waited for tonight. You brought up the $40. I heard you talk about it. Who did you actually hand over $40 to?
There was some dude, like, about 3 weeks ago that was walking around with a clipboard, and he had all these names and addresses.
I think his name was Igor, if I remember correctly.
This is going to sound a little racist when I say this, but the reason why...
Here we go.
Oh, no. Hold on.
The reason I took this seriously and I knew it wasn't a scam because he was a white guy. So after I seen all the names and addresses, I signed, and he's like, well, actually, I didn't give him money physically. He's like, okay, and then he gave me this paper, and I had to send $40 to this person via Cash App. And it was a legit chick that's in the neighborhood that I guess puts it together. She does a horrible job putting it together.
Mark, they shut the road down, right?
Yes.
You have to pay for that. That's all for permitting the money.
How much do you think?
Whatever it costs to shut. You're shutting down a road. You have to redirect traffic. You got to pay for it.
I mean, I don't know how much it costs to do that, but unless it costs a lot, then I guess.
Now, was the road actually shut down, or was there cars still coming through there?
That was they closed it off.
Now, who closed it off?
The city, 3 blocks they closed off.
Exactly. You have to pay for that.
Yeah, I guess maybe it did cost a pretty penny.
That
But, I mean, it's like they didn't. At a block party, you get like a band, you get some activity, you get something to
That's more money.
Still, though, I mean,
You have to pay for that.
invest in it. Make at least or charge a little bit more. But I mean, you go outside, you look down the block, 3 blocks, there's nobody. It was just a regular day. You wouldn't even know it was a fucking block party unless you seen the sign that said "road closed." Like,
now, is there?
You should have set up. You should have set up a booth. Start selling shit.
Hell yeah!
disposables. 'Cause there are a lot of kids there.
Oh,
My God, here we go.
Jesus.
I am actually surprised. Now, I've noticed Tippy say something about a canopy. Did he bring over some type of tent or some kind of circus canopy or what?
So at first I was a cheap ass, so I bought a 12 by 20 tarp, and I was going to try to tie it to the trees to make like
Oh
a
my
awning
God.
for shade, but that didn't work. So at the last second, Angela ran to the store and got a canopy. At the same time, he's rolling up with his canopy. I'm like, oh.
So let me ask you, did you park cars like kind of strategically in the front yard and tie the canopy off to each of the cars? So
That's exactly what we did.
Oh my
put two
God.
ends- when I had the tarp up, I tied two ends to two trees, one end to the van, and then the other end I tied it to one of those horses, but it didn't work. 'Cause it
I
was-
guarantee you, if the guy with the clipboard had walked by that day, he would have probably given you your fucking $40 back. Like, hey man, you need this more than we do, dude.
Here's the $40. Go back in your house, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you use this to buy a tent instead of a fucking tarp?
Now that I think about it, it looked horrible, man, because it was over the entire street, and it was lousy.
Now that you think about it,
see, what I'm shocked that you didn't do is pull out a few tables and bring out all your old vape shit and set it out there and put price tags on it and turned it more into like a block garage sale instead of a block party.
I'm waiting for that garage sale. I'm gonna start selling.
You should have brought your desk, cameras, everything, and just been on Zoom outside in the street.
Would have probably sit outside a lot longer then.
Oh my
have a
god!
table set up, have a big sign that says "We do not ID." You know what I mean? Be good to go.
I'm so disappointed in you, man. You set up all that shit and no pictures, no video, no jack shit of it, man.
I was just. Angela was having an okay time, but me, like when it gets hot, like the heat just draws the life out of me. I was so just worn out.
Please tell me more about how difficult it is to physically work outside in the heat, Mark.
Well, when you're
No, really, I'm very interested.
when you're a tad bit overweight like me, it's a lot harder than a skinny guy like yourself.
It's too hot for him to sit on a recliner outside.
Yes.
This
Get that
motherfucker
working.
is talking about the woes of physical labor in a hot climate, and he tied a fucking tarp to a tree.
Yep.
Well,
It was a horrible day.
again, though, the bigger picture should have been that you got to meet Angel Gomez for the first time, and he's been a long-time follower of the group, which that would have been cool to meet. Was that your first time meeting Hippie?
No, I met him 2 or 3 times before.
Okay. So,
So basically, walking by him in a driveway and waving, going inside. That was
Kinda,
hanging
yeah.
out and meeting him.
Kind of like going past him a few times, like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And you're just going back in the house and coming out, "Hey, what's up?" And just go back in the house.
now,
Well, what Mark's leaving out is that they came over there and he had already gone inside. The only time they saw him was when they were in the Zoom room.
Yep.
It was-
Now, I seen Angel was in here earlier, and I wanted to ask him this question, but we hadn't quite got on the topic yet. Let me ask this. Did Angel drive up there strictly for this party event?
No, he was driving for work, so he was already up there. But his wife strictly came down there via plane, and they rented
oh
a
my
car.
god!
Yeah. It was
Now
pretty bad.
let me ask this. Did you allow the Gomez family to stay the night with you?
That is a negative because there's 2 reasons for this. A, they already had
Hold
a
on.
hotel, and B, his wife thinks I'm creepy as it is. I doubt she's going to stay here overnight.
Oh, her thought process is correct.
So Angela's friend did, however, sleep overnight, and she unplugged my router in the bedroom because she thought it was a camera, and she thought I was watching them have sex.
And you know what? You probably told her it was a router and it was a camera plugged in, and she got lucky and unplugged the right damn
That
thing.
girl said, "Wait, what router has fucking 9 lenses on it?"
Oh my lord!
Yeah, it was an interesting weekend.
Why is there a Ring camera in this room?
Oh man!
And Mark's got it in solar power with the solar thing in the room, like it's gonna do anything.
Mark, your router looks an awful lot like a GoPro.
Oh, hold on now. Hippie says we had to piss behind the garage. You wouldn't even let these folks in to use the bathroom?
I
He
believe
is a
that.
fucking liar. This motherfucker, they used the bathroom, the downstairs bathroom they were using. Get the hell out
You
of
know
town.
what? Because I've been around Mark, and I could almost, it's like I am there. I could look at me saying, Mark, I need to use the restroom. Can I go in the house real quick? And Mark would first of all look around to find me. Then he would see that I'm standing right in front of him. And he says, man, do you think you could maybe go behind the garage? I don't want you in my house.
Mark's like, I got a Home Depot bucket. It's just in the backyard. You can use.
Oh my god.
Hippie said
Unless-
it was covered with a vent.
I wish I could find this clip, but I can't find it on my ring camera.
Lord have mercy. So were any memories made that day, or was it just one of those days?
It was just one of those days. Like I called it ahead of time. I said this is gonna suck because the temperature. I was looking at the temperature all week. It was gonna be like 95, 96, over 100 with a heat index, with no cloud in the sky. I'm like, this is gonna be horrible.
Lord have mercy. Vaping Bachelor, thank you for the donation. He said, Steph, he's further down south than you said, Angela. Huh?
Thank you, Vaping Bachelor. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Bachelor.
that completely sensical donation that made sense.
How much did this guy drink?
Drunk.
Well, I mean, I guess it could be that it is. I mean, it looks like nighttime outside. I don't know, but
He's further down south than you said, Angela. I don't even know what that means.
Bachelor,
Bachelor, proofread.
so did Angel put his wife back on a plane that night and send her back home?
No, they were asking like, where's a good part of town to check out like scenery. So they went down to downtown, like Navy Pier, and hung out down there. So it wasn't a complete bust for them. They actually did something.
Now, did you allow them to come back over Sunday for like breakfast so you could kind of see them off, or was it like when they left, you was done with it?
That when I left, they were done. I was done. I wrote them off. I kept their liquor that they left behind. I took
Oh my
that.
God.
and I don't know if you remember, if you know about this, but I broke Angel's fake billet box on accident.
Speaking of Angel Gomez, thank you for the $1.99. I wanted a picture with Mark, but I didn't have $5. Well, thanks, Mark.
I was
Angel.
charging for photos.
Angel, thank you for that donation. And I fully 100% believe that comment you just made too. Oh my God. So hold on. Angel's out, however much, because I know he drove the big rig up there, obviously, since he was working. That means however much he spent in gas to divert your way.
Airfare.
Airfare for his wife to and from,
Car rental.
car rental.
$100 for the mod that I broke.
Well, I was getting to that, but I was thinking we had to stay in a hotel, I'm guessing. I don't think, I know Angel. Angel's going to do things right. So he probably got a nice hotel since
Plus food. Plus food, because you know Mark didn't feed them.
I
Plus
ordered
the-
pizza instead of barbecue.
plus liquor that they had to spend to get that they didn't even get to keep because Mark stole it.
Yes.
And then on top of all that, you break his mod. Now, please tell me you went downstairs in your elaborate collection of devices and found something to replace what you broke his.
That's a great idea. I should have done that.
You're a piece of shit.
If you would have mentioned that, I would have went down. I don't have any squonk mods down here, and what I broke was a squonk mod. I should have gave him a mod. You're right.
You know what, though? You broke his billet box. You know what you should have done to make it right? You should have went down. Hold on. You should have went down there and got that boxer billet device that you never use and said, Angel, for all that you've done, let me show my appreciation back to you.
There's a big price difference. That's the $100 Cthulhu squonker he had that I broke by accident. By the way, this wasn't on purpose.
You're not looking at the big picture of all that he did to come see and hang out with you.
This man spent $2,500
What?
to come down and see you. And then
2,500.
you charge him $5 for a picture. You don't let him piss in your house.
He
You
peed
see
in
him
the
for
house.
3 minutes. Then you break his fucking mod. And
There's
then you
another-
say, all right, deuces, bro, I'm going to Zoom.
I got to pee in my bathroom, and Angela gave his wife some clothes to wear because she was super uncomfortable with she came really dressed up and it was hot, so she wanted like a shirt and shorts to wear. And rather than going to the store or whatever to buy a pair, Angela gave her something to
Did
wear.
Angela demand the clothes back after they left?
No, I think she actually still has them.
Okay.
So there you go. You got Angela's clothes. I broke your mind. We're even.
There you go. I mean, Angel, I told you yesterday, I wouldn't have treated you like that, but me and Mark are different people, so I don't know.
That's probably why people never come to my parties, so they kind of know what's going to happen.
You know what? That time that Andrew brought his family to your trailer for Thanksgiving, the way you did them, I was like, oh my God. Mark was literally checking his room after Andrew left to see if Andrew had stole anything out of his bed.
Yep. Fucking stole shit. So I was checking it for a reason. That motherfucker stole a mod, an atomizer. And he's like, oh, I thought you would have noticed. No, I didn't notice.
That was funny as hell. Oh, my God. But, you know, I remember, what was that? That was a couple years. Well, that was some years ago.
That was a long time.
That's back when we were hard hanging out on Hangouts and Zoom or whatever the hell we were doing at that point in time. So while Angela, Andrew, Brittany, and all the kids were out sightseeing, Mark was at home on Zoom with us talking and bullshit.
Yep. Did they do the same thing when Brian and Amy stayed over there too?
No, I didn't do the same with them. We actually hung out, but I warned Andrew ahead of time. Like, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to sit in my room because first of all, we're in a trailer. And we got what 4 adults, 3 kids. So it's like, holy fuck, there's enough people in this trailer as it is. And then
4
you want
adults. You had Andrew, Brittany, Angela. Who was the other adult?
I kind of consider myself an adult.
Oh, okay.
So let me get this straight, Mark. So when you have company over, what do? Do you have like a bunch of iPads?
Yes.
That you hand to everyone? So this way you could be in your room on Zoom and then everyone in the house is on Zoom with you, right? To hang out?
Yep.
Is that what you do?
I truly do not like people. Not in an offensive way. My anxiety comes to the point where I just don't like people one-on-one confrontation.
I get it. Because we have hung out quite a few times. Mark's only going to do it for so long. Then Mark's got to go get kind of tucked away somewhere. And I don't try to stay in Mark's face the whole time. Like when we're around, because obviously there's a lot of us there, and I'm not going to just devote myself to one person talking to all the time, even though me and Mark's cool. And we could probably talk for a good while, but I can sense when it's time for Mark to kind of go back in the corner and kind of like get away from folks and, you know, me go do my thing or whatever. Let me read this real quick. Angel Gomez, thank you for the donation there. He said it wasn't 2,500, but it was over 1G. Let me ask Angel this question while he's watching right now. If that idea would have been thrown to you, which I can't believe it wasn't, what device out of Mark's collection that you know of would you have chose to say, hey, I'll take this as a replacement? I'm curious to hear this answer.
I offered to buy him a brand new device. I said, I will replace that, no problem. And I believe his words were, don't worry about it.
But what I want to see is, I want to see if he comes back with an answer of something he knows that you have that he likes, and to see if you would let that go or not. I don't know if he can answer that or not, but
I think it was payment enough for him to actually come downstairs and get to see the surroundings.
I'm surprised you didn't charge admission down there, really, but
he's the only person that has been down here. The only, so it's kind of a special thing.
Hippie said he did have a good time. Well, I'm certain y'all all had a good time, and we just love giving Mark a ration of shit, but Mark does things still sometimes that amazes the three of us, like, you know, because I don't have anxiety problems. So, like, if I invited somebody here and then they were here for, let's say, like an hour or two, and I'm kind of like, okay, you need to get the hell out of here now because I can't be around you anymore. I don't know how that is. Like, if I was to have somebody here, we're hanging out for the weekend, we're doing whatever, and it's not, God. You know, we're doing shit, but it's not like this.
That's too much. Even like close close friends, I can't deal with that long.
Well, no, I know that because normally, I know you would try to kind of go late with us sometimes, but a lot of times you would look at Angela and you say, "Look, we got to go back to the hotel." Where like the rest of us would stay wherever we're at till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You'd been long gone in the bed doing your thing. So
Yeah.
The reason why he wanted to go to a hotel was because he wanted to go into a Zoom room or whatever, Google Hangouts.
that is true. That is true.
That's the only reason why he wanted to go back to the room.
Dude, when it comes to like the camera and Zoom and YouTube, like there's zero anxiety. I can fucking talk to people for hours and hours and hours, but in person, yeah.
Yeah. Gomez, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, I don't like disposables. You got me there. That's probably all that office is down there now is nothing but boxes of disposables all over the place. But, oh, lordy, lordy.
You should have like given him a guitar or something, Mark.
Yep.
That would have been.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there's.
Does Gomez play his guitar?
No, but he's Mexican, so he'll probably learn very easily.
Here we
Okay.
go. I wasn't going that route, but
A natural thing, I think, right? They could play the acoustic.
All
All
right.
well, let me ask you this. If Marvin Norton would have shown up, and we all know Marvin's old as hell, and, you know, he has to be pushed around in a wheelchair, and you've got to change diapers and stuff for him, would you hang out longer with Marvin before you pushed him out the door, or would he get less the treatment than what some of these other people have?
I would push Marvin into the garage and just leave him there for the day.
You'd shut the door and let him die of heat exhaustion out there. Oh, man. Good old Marvin. Marvin, I'm sorry. I wouldn't do that to you either, but anyway, I don't know. But we are at 8 minutes OT, and I believe somebody hit me up earlier to say that Phil and Dimitri are doing a show this evening, but it's like a little later than normal, so we'll give y'all time and preparation to go over there and check that one out. I haven't even seen a like event created for it, so he must be running behind unless he's done it already, but I think we're going to shut it down at this point right here. We got to save some stuff for next Tuesday night, so any final words from anybody before we close this era of our life out? I guess not, because Mark's
I think
just
that's
sitting
it.
there playing his fake drums. I guess no Stefan next weekend, and
Probably not.
probably not. But we could possibly have him, so we'll have to wait and see. He got his job back, so it could be that, you know, things are going good again.
I'm just glad that I graduated from getting arrested for diddling to now it's that I lost my job.
I
That's-
did have to point this out when Stefan entered the room this evening before we went live. I looked at him and I was like, Stefan, you come in here with a beard, no beard, now you got a partial beard. I said, what are we doing here? And then he gave me the story of what happened to him, and I was like, oh, I apologize. But we'll save that story for a different time because it's pretty crazy what he got into, and we would go for another hour. But anyway, we're going to shut it down right here. Y'all have a good one. We are outie.
Bye.
Smooth outro. Doom, doom, doom. And, yeah. Oh, I see Dan Carey. Look at Dan Carey. Dan Carey going to show up right about the time I'm killing it. Even though I know he's probably been here the whole time. I just seen his name pop up, so I thought I'd say that. But let's go ahead and